Yo, yo, yo. Hey, boys, good, keep singing. Hey, what's happening? How we feeling? Familia, drop some ones in the chat. If you are feeling good, if you're feeling blessed, if you are feeling abundant, blow that shit up. Drop some ones. We're gonna get started. Let's go. Boom. Hey, look at that chat. I love it. I love it. I'm so grateful to be here today. Yo, my guys, dude, I swear to God. guys, drop some sevens in the chat if I'm not lying, if I'm not capping right now. Like every time we hop on every Wednesday, we at all-time highs. We at all-time highs again. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just Wednesdays. Like, Wednesday's that perfect day of the week. Yo, what's good, Marcellus? What's good, Ty? Good, Jared. Good to see you guys' faces. Yo, turn those cams on, fam. But yeah, I don't know if it's just Wednesdays, but I swear to God, every time we get on the session together, we're at all-time highs. And so again, another week of growth, another week of putting us at all-time highs. Guys, it's a great time to be in cryptocurrency, guys. Today we just broke through a very, very important milestone. We just hit $1 trillion market cap. We in the T's, baby. We in the T's. Guys, you know what's insane? Crypto as a whole, the entire market, we just hit $1 trillion. Guys, there are companies that are worth more than $1 trillion. Google, Amazon, Apple are worth more than the entire crypto market. And so for me, hitting $1 trillion, that was inevitable. I'm glad we finally crossed the threshold. Things are great. Things are good. I'm excited. Holy cow, guys. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Drop a 369 in the chat. We gotta give the love. Yo, I'm so grateful for Bitcoin. Drop a 369. Y'all already doing it. Drop a 369 in the chat if your crypto portfolio is in the green. And honestly, if it's not, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but if it's not, you're not doing anything. You're not doing something right. Like, let's take a look, guys. Let's jump in right in. Look at all those 369s, guys. We are abundant. We're blessed. You know, this is the type of information that changes situation, that changes lives. You know, and it's so exciting to be a part of it. So I'm all grateful for every single person who's here today. Congratulations to you. You're investing the time to learn about the future of money. You're investing the time into yourself, but I would suggest you guys take advantage of that, you know, and really put the effort in, set the distractions aside, and really lock in, because you get out of this what you put into this, right? So take some notes, guys. Jot some things down. I try to keep these sessions as basic as possible, yet at the same time giving news and insights to advanced people. So we do cover some advanced things. Feel free to drop any questions you have in the chat. But let's dive right into it, guys. Let's look at the market as a whole. And there's a whole lot of green out here. There's so much green. Ethereum rallying to new highs. We called that out last week. I know a lot of people are in their bag on that. The whole market's rallying. Even XRP is up 18% over the week, 24%. But if you look at these numbers across the top 10, they are ridiculous, guys. They are ridiculous. We're seeing stellar lumens at almost 200% over the week. Chainlink at 50% on the week. Polkadot at 50%. Cardano at almost 100% for the week. What is going on? Well, guys, we're entering into what's called alt season. And if you check all of these altcoins, there's very few that are not up. Monero being one of those slight fews. Every single one of these coins, look at these gains. Look at these gains. But guys, we're entering right now what is called alt season, right? And so if we check out Bitcoin, what Bitcoin is doing, Bitcoin is still rallying, guys. Side note, what I've been noticing with Bitcoin and this rally, guys, compared to previous rallies, in 2017 was the last rally where price really went crazy like this. You know, we got good amounts of pullbacks, healthy pullback opportunities with multiple week pullbacks in the first time of the run. And guys, noticing this trend, let me put it on the weekly just to show you guys. We're not really getting those pullbacks this time around, guys. We've printed 2 bearish candles here, and so we got that one range basically beginning of December, end of November, where you had a chance to reaccumulate in, but there still wasn't even that significant of a pullback, right? And so these wicks on weekly candles are your pullback opportunities, guys. Bitcoin, right, pulling down here to under 30,000. You see that manipulation, yo? You see that smart money pushing this thing down? Who do you think got filled here under 30K? Some smart money, some whales, right? And obviously then the rally up and rally higher, we're breaking all that structure. Structure is all bullish. Bitcoin is rising, right? But something I want to point out, and this is a chart maybe some of you guys have never seen before, Bitcoin.D. We're going to be talking about altcoins today. Today's webinar, I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite altcoin projects for the future, for 2021, right? And so one thing I want to point out is a very important chart to be watching for altcoins if you are investing in altcoins, because the idea of investing in altcoins is that you want to position your money in something that's going to outperform Bitcoin. Otherwise, why wouldn't you just put all your money in Bitcoin anyways, right? And that is the point, is that there are certain altcoins that, yes, they will outperform Bitcoin. They will make bigger gains than Bitcoin, right? And so this graph right here is Bitcoin market dominance. This allows us to see when Bitcoin's really dominating the market and when it starts to lose that dominance. I want you to notice what happened right here on the 19th of November through the course of the 24th of November. You see this downturn in Bitcoin dominance? Let's go check out Ethereum, what Ethereum did on that day. 19th of November, right? Oh, look at Ethereum rallied to break the highs, right? And so there's no such thing as a perfect 100% correlation, guys, but this chart right here allows you to understand when the money is going to move out of Bitcoin into alts, right? And that is when the alt seasons occurs. This right here obviously had a huge rally for alts. This right here is what we've seen the rally for alts this week. And so if Bitcoin dominance is going to continue to fall, you should continue to expect altcoins to be pumped, right? Until Bitcoin continues to rally higher. Obviously, this is a bullish trend right here, right? We don't know. It could even rally from here. But I want to put this chart on your radar. It's something that you can check, do your own technical analysis on, and correlate between Bitcoin price growth and altcoin price growth. Because this whole year, obviously, Bitcoin's been dominating more, but we're reaching levels of almost previous all-time high dominance, right? And so we're at an interesting point. So rejecting this level here that we've seen previous resistance at pushes Bitcoin dominance down, which pushes altcoins up. So again, put this graph on your radar, start checking it out, doing your own back testing, doing your own correlations with altcoins and when they start to move, because you're going to find a lot of insights in this, guys. It's a very, very powerful graph, Bitcoin dominance, right? So before we even jump into the top 10 altcoins, or my top altcoins, I don't actually have 10 altcoin, guys. Sorry. I was realizing like that's a lot of altcoins, and I wanted to I'll specify more what I did in a second here, but I wanted to point this out, guys. Holy cow. DeFiPost.com. We're $21 billion locked in DeFi very quietly, guys. Very, very quietly. In this last week, the DeFi market has exploded by a third. It was at $15 billion, as you see, the first of the year. Today we're at $21 billion. That's over 33% growth in a week. And this is going on very, very quietly. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's pumping. Everyone's talking about Bitcoin. You guys already know, because you are educated, you're part of QC, you're part of the trade house. So you already know that there are other currencies out there, especially like Ethereum, that are lagging, that are going to be pumping, and especially the DeFi market, guys. And if you know me, you know how much I'm into DeFi, right? And seeing this growth just continue to go up, I just think this is the trend. There's no reason in my mind why these things won't continue to grow for 2022. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Let's get into the top altcoins for 2021. Drop some ones in the chat if you're excited for this. Drop some ones in the chat if you're looking to really change your life this year in 2021 with crypto, guys. I think what we're at right now, and we're in such a massive time frame of opportunity, right? Some of us who have been in crypto for a while now, we've been waiting for this year for years. I've been waiting for this for 3 years, guys. I've been waiting for 2021 for 3 years. Because of the cycle that Bitcoin goes through, I posted a really in-depth analysis of Bitcoin, a fundamental analysis, a long-term time frame analysis, my projections for Bitcoin for 2021, and why Bitcoin creates these market cycles in crypto. I posted that in my trading view. If you don't follow me on there, it's just at Jordan LeSavage. If you guys want the recordings from my old crypto sessions, they're also on my YouTube at Jordan LeSavage. You can find me on all socials at Jordan LeSavage. Guys, DM me. I love talking about this stuff. But let's jump into it, guys. Let's jump into it because I'm so excited. But disclaimer, before we do that, you cannot sue me. Don't do it. Like, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't come on, guys. Don't play those games where we have to say these things, right? Do your own research. And all the data I got from is CoinMarketCap and DeFiPulse.com when it comes to numbers cited for projects. It was crazy, guys. I was actually putting together this presentation started it like this weekend, and I put some charts and some numbers on there, and then prices just started pumping. I'm like, wow, these like literally from when I first made this PowerPoint to me presenting it today, prices have jumped significantly, right? Which is why this is really important information to talk about, because I realized, wait, if I just tell these people what my favorite altcoins are, I do not want anybody here to take the information you have today of what projects to invest in or what projects to even look at to research for yourself, right? I'm not telling you to invest in anything. Taking this project so that you should research for yourself, the last thing I want anybody to do today is to take a boatload of money and stick it in one of these coins like right now, like as we're on the call. As soon as you see my coins pop up, you whip up Coinbase. Do not do that, guys. Do not do that. Be smart. Be smart. Invest what you cannot, invest what you believe in, and don't invest what you can't afford to lose. Guys, the way that we invest in this market is we dollar cost average. I am building a portfolio of these assets, right? And so I have investments setting up. I build my investments over time. I don't just throw a lump sum of money in the market at one time. I position myself in over time, right? You can do this very easily on most places where you can buy Bitcoin or where you can buy crypto. You can dollar cost average in on Coinbase or on Binance, or I'm sorry, I don't know about Binance, but I don't use Binance, but Cash App and Coinbase definitely allow you to dollar cost average into crypto, right? And so it's a great strategy. It's a time proven strategy of investing that works, right? And guys, if you are really looking to accumulate positions, right, your dollar cost averaging, and you have that set up for you automatically, then what you're able to do with your capital is you're able to manually buy the dips, right? For example, 2 weeks ago during Christmas, when we saw some of our favorite alts really tanking that day, I was telling everybody I'm manually buying these dips. I'm manually aggressively getting in, as well as my dollar cost averaging. So my dollar cost averaging is always happening, and I'm manually buying the dips when I see it. And remember, invest in what you believe in. Don't invest in something just because I believe in it. Don't invest in something else just because somebody else believes in it, or it's hype, whatever. Really, because if you don't invest in what you believe in, you're gonna get a bag, you're gonna build a bag, and you're gonna carry this bag. And if your bag doesn't pump, you're gonna be like, well, what's going on? And you're gonna sell it way before it ever pumps. Because a lot of these cryptos, you know, sometimes they don't pump, sometimes they go in consolidation, sometimes they pull back. And so actually understanding what you're investing in and actually having a general interest in the projects you're investing in. So that way you can follow it, so you can keep up with it. And so you actually are, you know, enjoying your investment process. You shouldn't be stressing out about these coins. You shouldn't be buying saying, oh, it's supposed to triple, but that's not the way to go about this, guys. It's fun. Cryptocurrency, a lot of us, I think, are here to have been here even throughout the bear market because we enjoy this stuff, because we're excited about it, right? And so it's a really important factor. And I think intuition is something that is a sense that we have as human beings that our intellect and our logic and our mind can't understand. And so I do incorporate that in my investing, right? I don't invest in things I don't believe in. I don't believe in jokes. I don't invest in Dogecoin. I don't believe in a banking blockchain. That's why I don't invest in XRP or XLM. I don't believe in certain things, and so I don't invest in them. I invest with what I believe in, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys today, right? So most of what I'm going to be talking about today is DeFi, guys. And if you aren't educated on what DeFi is simply decentralized finance. That's what it stands for, right? The tremendous growth that we see in 2020, again, is a strong indicator, and we've already seen in 2021 adding another $5 billion, right? In the beginning of 2020, we didn't have $1 billion. At the end, we had 15. And in the first week of 2021, we've already gone from 15 to 20, right? DeFi is honestly one of the most disruptive things I think I've ever seen, because it completely eliminates the need for third parties and financial contracts. Guys, most of the financial system is simply you need some sort of middleman because they have some sort of authority and they have just rape you and screw you and middleman you on every single thing. And what value do a lot of our financial institutions provide other than being a middleman to a very necessary component of society? I argue they really don't have a lot of value. And it's insane to see that we are able to build now with today's technology of blockchain and internet. We're able to build decentralized applications that completely remove these intermediaries even being necessary part of the equation. So the things that we were so used to getting from JP Morgan, from PayPal, you know, these financial services, even investing into hedge funds, even all these things, trading, we no longer need centralized corporations or companies to do those things. We can do that with DeFi, right? And so right now, the biggest DeFi ecosystem is being built on top of Ethereum. If you go to DeFiPulse.com and scroll through the top DeFi projects, almost every single one, 99.9% of them are built on Ethereum. So this list will be my favorite projects that I believe are creating the future of finance, that are taking these services, putting them into apps, launching them as a network for the whole public to use, and even giving up the governance rights for these projects to the public. So it's going to be very interesting to see the future development of DeFi. I think it's going to go crazy, especially seeing the financial system that we've been living in, that we grew up in, crumbling before our eyes right now. They're printing money like it's crazy, right? All the same reasons that we're very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto as a whole is why I'm so bullish on DeFi, because these are real apps doing real things with real money locked in them. This is, I think, the biggest use case for blockchain and cryptocurrency yet, right, is DeFi. And so number 5 on our list, first coin. Guys, I didn't do 10 coins today. There's a lot of information. I didn't want to bug you guys down, and I want to go back to this real quick. I value long-term potential. I really want to share with you guys coins that I am going to be holding for the long term. I have other altcoin investments. Some of them are more short-term. Some of them are looking to catch a pump. Yes, I still believe in them, right? But these are my altcoins that I'm like, yes, these are things that I want to hold on for a long time. So number 5 is Yearn Finance. It's coming in today with a market cap of 730 million. We're not going to be talking about price per coin because it doesn't matter. Market cap is what's important, right? And so Yearn Finance to me is like the DeFi hedge fund, right? So for a lot of us, myself included, DeFi is maybe a little bit of an intimidating space. Like it is. You hear about these loans, borrowing, yields, all these crazy things, and you're like, damn, like I get it's lit. I see the numbers, I see the money going in there, but I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, and you have to do your research before getting involved with these protocols, understanding solidity, understanding these things, you know, before you invest, and that's important. So what Yearn Finance has done for the DeFi world is it's really simplified yield farming for people. And what yield farming is basically you can stake your tokens, your crypto into something and earn a passive interest on it because you're providing it liquidity, right? And there's lots of different protocols that do this. And what Yearn Finance does is it says, hey, DeFi is crazy. There's all these things, this protocol, all these things happening, right? But we're going to make this super simple for you. And what they basically are is like a hedge fund, right? What do you do when you invest in a hedge fund? You invest in them because they understand the market. You don't. They can make you money, right? And so what's cool about Yearn Finance is that this is a decentralized hedge fund. There is no company that you're trusting your money with to operate in the markets. This protocol takes your money, finds and scans the DeFi market for the best yield and best interest investment possibilities in the market based on getting yield, and invests you for you. And so it's really cool. They have a variety of products to invest in. And one of the examples is Vault, right? And so this technology, guys, again, it makes DeFi super simple and allows you to understand that you're getting probably some of the best yields you can get because Yearn Finance is designed to find the best yield and do all the work for you, right? I really, really love this project as well because fundamentally their marketing is insane. This is a big, big project, and they are a very notorious negotiator in DeFi, and they've created a lot of partnerships and collaboration within the space, including some of the biggest protocols, Cover, Cream, Sushi Shop, Acropolis, Pickle, and a lot more. And so these guys are basically merging with everyone everywhere. And what I really, really like about this project too, it has a low amount of total value locked in. Whoops, let me go back. It has a low amount of value locked in right now in DeFi compared to some of these other coins, right? And same with the market cap. It has a very low market cap. It's under $1 billion in market cap, guys. Some of the top altcoins hit multiple, like almost right now compared to Ethereum is at $100 billion as an altcoin. It's a top altcoin. I do believe some of the top 10 altcoins will be reaching into that $100 billion market cap zone, right? And so seeing a project under $1 billion in market cap is a great opportunity, guys. I'm a little less risky when it comes to choosing projects with market caps, right? I'd rather invest in something that I believe in and something I know has staying power, right? And so what's cool about Yearn Finance, this is a governance token. This token allows the people who hold it to vote on what happens on Yearn Finance and how the protocol works going forward. These are decentralized things, applications. There's only 30,000 Wi-Fi tokens in circulation, which is why it has such a high price tag. Yearn Finance right now is trading at about $20,000. But my favorite part about this project, without any for sure, the 100%, my most favorite part about this project is that the creator of this project did not even create any Wi-Fi tokens for himself. So when they launched this token, there was no pre-mine, there was no VCs, there was none saved for the foundation. Every single Wi-Fi coin was distributed to the community, all 30,000. And so this is a huge deal with cryptocurrency projects because there's so many different projects claiming to do all different things. There's also similar projects to Yearn Finance doing the exact same thing, but not all of them had a founder like Andre Cronje where he actually wanted to distribute them fair. And so the community has a very strong presence in there, very proud of the fact that how this network actually works, the fact that you own this token, you can vote on it. No creator or founder got pre-dibs on owning the network or having the most coins. So it was a very fair launch, which is a huge deal in cryptocurrency, guys. So those are your fundamentals on Yearn Finance. I love this project. Here's the technicals, right? Yearn hit a high about $40,000. We've pulled back here, and in the recent times, Yearn is definitely consolidating here at $23,000. I do have a nice big purple zone there. I would love to see Yearn getting back into those regions. However, I'm not counting on that. I'm dollar cost averaging. In this circumstance that I saw price down there, that would be a great time to be aggressive with purchasing the dip. But I do have projections of Yearn hitting $75,000 to $100,000 a coin. And that may seem crazy. That's a high number, but remember, there's only 30,000 Yearn Finance tokens, right? So moving on to number 4, Aave. I love Aave. Oh my God. If you've ever used Aave before, drop a 3 in the chat. It is so clean. It is so clean. Go to Aave.com. Check it out for yourself. What Aave is doing is what we're all familiar with. This is what I call decentralized retail banking, right? Aave right now is coming in at a market cap of 1.63 billion. Again, even a week ago, it was under $1 billion, I believe, or right there at $1 billion. And what's exciting about Aave is they have a huge amount of money locked in the protocol. They have $2.78 billion locked in Aave. That it's only worth 1.63, and there's more money being used in the protocol than what it's worth. I see that as a tremendous opportunity, right? And so Aave works Aave is an amazing protocol. It's a very simple protocol. It offers lending and borrowing of your favorite crypto assets, right? And so if I have Bitcoin and I'm holding Ethereum, if I'm holding Bitcoin, I'm holding Ethereum, I can deposit them in Aave and actually earn interest on that. I can lend them my crypto. Right? I can also borrow crypto from Aave. And it's a very easy to use protocol. And it was one of the very first DeFi apps. It was actually launched as ETHLend. So this project has a history. It's a well-known project. And it's one of the top projects out there in the world right now. With that huge number of 2.78 billion locked in, I believe it's number 2 or 3 on the DeFi Pulse website of most money locked in. So this project has a lower market cap than the amount of money parked in it. Also, this is a little more advanced, but for people who are really into DeFi, who are really taking advantage of this yield farming and all these different arbitrage opportunities and loans and all this, they have something called non-collateralized flash loans, which actually allow you to take a loan out very fast. If you find an arbitrage, quick swap it back. And these loans you're able to take out uncollateralized with no collateral, as long as you're actually able to pay them back within the same transaction. So the idea is you can take out a loan, get some money real quick, do an arbitrage on it somewhere else, bring it back and pay off your loan. If you pay it off within the same transaction, these are there's a huge opportunity for people who know what they're doing with their money, especially maybe if you have a loan on a different app and you see some better interest over here, you can use a flash loan to quick pay off this one, swap it over to here. So it's a very, very powerful concept. The tokenomics for Aave, this had a crowd sale back in 2017. There's a $1.3 billion supply, and 1.1 billion of the was in circulation right now and was sold in that ICO. So, you know, you have 300 million still locked away, but Aave is used for Aave token is used for governance on Aave. Essentially, these people are able to decide the new interest rates, adding new tokens. Aave can also be staked. And something that's very, very interesting about Aave is that 80% of the trading fees are actually used to buy lend tokens from the market, and then they burn them, right? And so Aave has essentially almost a deflationary mechanism where the more people that use Aave, the more trading fees that occur, the more that they're burning these tokens, the harder they are to get them. And the other 20% of the trading fees are used to incentivize liquidity providers to grow the protocol. And so it's a self-fulfilling thing of how Aave's token dynamics work, because they are burning Aave as trading fees are going up, more trading fees, they're burning more, and all their trading fees are using to grow the protocol. They grow the protocol, you get more trades, you get more trading fees. And so Aave circulation, I love this tokenomics, right? We're very interested in projects to have rewards that incentivize hodling, that incentivize holding, right? And so that's what I'm really looking for, especially in these projects, not only to have good fundamentals, to have a good product. Yes, Aave's product is amazing, but also to have good token economics for holding, right? There was actually a coin that I had to exclude from this list because I learned some information about it, and I was like, wait, this doesn't make sense, right? And so you always want to check into the inflation or the deflation of these coins and see, are they going to be making a lot more of these in the future? Are they going to be burning them? Are they going to be deleting them? You know, so these are very important things to know, but I love Aave fundamentally, and the tokenomics makes sense. Let's look at the chart for Aave. Guys, this was where we were at that Christmas stream, and Aave was at $60. That was that snipe that you have, that opportunity, that smart money reaccumulation, wick to our previous candle. And now we're trading higher, guys. We've broken the $100 range. We were ranging between 150 for quite a while there. That was a huge level for me. And the fact that we've broken 100 and now holding it strong. Aave is on its way to $200 to $250. That's a conservative price target as well. You know, Aave really, really looks great for the future going forward. Number 3, as you already see it here. I should have made some like drum roll slides, like build some anticipation or something. But as you guys see, number 3 here is Uniswap. Ooh, I love Uniswap. Yo, who's ever used Uniswap? Who likes Uniswap? Drop some ones. Where are my Uniswap fans at? Where's my chat? There it is. Ooh, okay. I see y'all. And so if you've never used Uniswap, Uniswap is lit, guys. So lit. I love it, guys. This is the king of the king when it comes to decentralized exchanges. What are decentralized exchanges? So Coinbase, Cash App, Binance, those are centralized exchanges. Coinbase, there is a company that's launching their own IPO this year. Binance also has, you know, arguably a security token in BNB, but these are centralized groups, centralized companies or organizations that have created exchanges, and they offer a great service for the market, because if you want to exchange your crypto for a different crypto, you go to an exchange, right? We all understand how important exchanges are. But what makes Uniswap so powerful is that this is a completely decentralized exchange. There is no central authority or no central market maker or no central person able to manipulate this exchange. How this exchange works is it uses something called automated matchmaking, right? And it uses liquidity pools to create liquidity for decentralized trading between any two assets. And so it's actually really cool. The users of Uniswap are incentivized to deposit, to stake essentially their tokens within Uniswap to provide liquidity. And that liquidity, those tokens that people stake on the protocol, actually creates the liquidity for people to trade on it. So Uniswap is an exchange where you can go on there, you can exchange your coins for any other coin decentrally. So you don't need to provide your address. You don't need to provide your identity, right? Because there's many people like myself that believe the freedom to exchange and the freedom to exchange goods and value and services is essentially the same thing as the freedom of speech. It's a freedom and a right that I have as a human being to commerce how I want to, right? And so, you know, we're pretty blessed in the sense that we have the US dollar and that we're pretty much allowed, you know, we have Coinbase, Cash App, we have all these Venmos, all these abilities to move our dollars very easily, and dollars are very well accepted. But I used to live in Colombia, and it blew my mind that they didn't actually have such an app there. They didn't have a Venmo. I was living in Colombia 2019, guys, not like 10 years ago. Like they didn't have an app like that, right? And the amount of like centralization when it comes to finance is huge. And so a decentralized exchange that is actually working, that is processing the same amount of value, guys, the use case for decentralized exchanges is unlimited. Like we can't really process, I think, how powerful decentralized exchanges really are because we've never had one before. There's never existed a decentralized exchange that's ever achieved great success or great feasibility and usability. Most markets and exchanges are centralized, which means what? They're controlled, they're rigged. This is groundbreaking stuff, guys. This is huge, 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 huge. So the potential of this is blows my mind. I really think one day, you know, people might still use Coinbase. They might still use these centralized providers because lack of information, lack of desire to do it on their own. But you could buy cryptos on Coinbase, and Coinbase might use Uniswap's protocol to actually buy them on their market. I usually see Uniswap as being a backbone exchange protocol of DeFi, of the whole crypto ecosystem going forward, and it's only going to grow. This protocol has over $2.6 billion locked in. It's only worth 1.7. Again, another instance where there's more money actually being used and parked in the protocol than it's what it's worth in the open market. And in 2020, guys, Uniswap volume was rivaling Coinbase and Binance, and I do believe it even beat it on certain days and weeks. Meaning that more people were doing more trades and more volume in Uniswap than on Coinbase and Binance. Huge. And what I love about Uniswap, I love the tokenomics about it. I love the tokenomics about it. Again, I believe it's really important to understand how these companies issue their tokens, how they work, you know, what are the founders doing, all that good stuff. And this is a very, very community-driven project, in my opinion. The more research that I've done, they're very, very community-driven. They have a huge fan base of people because of how they release their token. Initially, this project was launched in 2018 without an ICO. Without an ICO. There was no ICO for Uniswap, proving that you don't need to raise $1 million, $100 million to build a blockchain. Because at one point that was ludicrous. There were people just put a white paper on the internet and you get $100 million and nothing ever came out of it. And so Hayden Adams, the guy who created this, he said, nah, I'll create this without any funding. I don't need any of that. I'll create some actual value first, and then we'll talk about a token, right? And so what actually happened this summer was DeFi was going crazy. Uniswap was doing a lot of volume, and there's a different project called SushiSwap, which actually became a clone. It's actually essentially a clone of Uniswap that launched what's called a vampire attack. And they basically incentivized all the people who were providing liquidity on Uniswap to leave and come to their protocol. And so Uniswap's response was to actually them like, fine, we'll launch our own token, right, to re-incentivize people to come back. And so when they did launch that token, they released 1 billion uni, 15% of that was released in the airdrop. So basically, Uniswap did their very own version of the stimulus check this year. It's got the moniker in crypto's very own stimulus. They literally airdropped about $1,000 worth of uni to anybody who had previously used the protocol. This was something that the community loved. They looked out, like they loved this. The fact that they didn't even want to launch a token. Somebody else tried to F them up, take the liquidity from them. So they responded and say, hey, we'll issue a token to incentivize everybody to come back. And even better, we'll just give it out to everyone who's ever used us before. And so I love this program. They're very community driven. I love the economics. I love the fundamentals, right? And of that remaining uni that has not been released, it will be released through liquidity providing. And 60% of that's going to be going to community grants, programs. There's going to be lots of development things happening on Uniswap. Again, this is a very community driven program. I love the fundamentals. I love the tokenomics. I think Uniswap has so much potential. Sitting at $1 billion market cap is kind of a joke to me. I think, yes, we will be multiple tens. Potentially, this is being recorded, but $100 billion Uniswap, right? It's that important of a protocol, guys. This is the base layer of how I think protocols and how we're going to exchange tokens, right? Potentially through Uniswap. Uniswap daily analysis, guys, we had a good amount of opportunity. This was that airdrop. It started at $1 and it came, I think price peaked out on that day. It was airdropped. It was day after here at $8. And then we did see that sell off, but we got that strong accumulation that we look for. We got that even breaking of these highs, breaking of the accumulation out of the accumulation. $5 was that key level. Seeing how we react here at $5, potentially that purple box again is your sniper zone. If we do get that wick down there, that's your bag filling snipe, right? You can show everybody I bought like this crypto at this price and then moving like, but anyways, $5 is that range. Again, I've been dollar cost averaging. I dollar cost into all of these projects, right? And I do see Uni hitting $10 with relatively ease. Final targets even going 25 and higher, right? So number 2, crypto. Yo, where are my Link Marines at? Link Marines. Where are the Link Marines at? I know y'all are. I know Marcellus is a Link Marine. Is Uniswap an app like Coinbase? Yes, very, very similar. Oh, here comes the Link Marines. Let's go. Yo, Link has one of the strongest communities in all of crypto, guys. Chainlink. If you haven't heard about Chainlink this year, Chainlink is one of the biggest players of 2020, one of the biggest gainers. I think it's going to keep on going as well. This one does have a pretty high market cap. It's coming in at $9.6 billion, guys. This project is a behemoth, right? And the overall, what an oracle is, guys. Oracles are so critical to how blockchains work. They're not the most exciting thing. No, not at all. Definitely not. But they are probably the most important thing, especially with DeFi. DeFi would not work without oracles. Smart contracts wouldn't be able to create real-world applications of lending and borrowing and trading without those price feeds being able to be supplied to these smart contracts. So smart contracts in crypto basically are this great idea of creating these ways to interoperate, ways to do commerce, create these smart contracts, create these applications, and they exist in the blockchain in a great theory of like this could change the world. But a lot of those smart contracts need data from the outside world to actually be relevant. Like, what if you created a trading decentralized application and then you want to trade all these tokens on them, but how do you know what prices to put into your smart contracts? You need a feed of data for prices, but you can't have a centralized feed of data, because if it was centralized, I could manipulate it and mess up the whole app. I can mess up the whole app. If you have a trading app that's getting bad price data, that app is useless. And so Chainlink is that very, very necessary link between smart contract applications and the real world. The main use case right now is, yes, DeFi price data feeds, right? And so I think understanding Chainlink is understanding that, crypto needs to connect to the world. They need this real world info to make these smart contracts work. Chainlink is the decentralized way in which they get data securely from the outside world. And this project's adoption is insane. It's insane. Pretty much most crypto projects that have smart contracts or any sort of like connectability with the outside world, which is almost all of them, like it's insane. I think everybody's partnered with Chainlink. Current projects that are using Chainlink, Aave, Synthetics, Tezos, Google, and their blockchain, Yearn Finance, Celsius, Binance uses Chainlink. CoinGecko uses Chainlink. Guys, the Oracle, I don't think Chainlink will be the only Oracle, but they are the king. They are the first movers. They have the marketing, they have the hype, and they have the Link Marines. Y'all saw it in the comment box. Chainlink has one of the strongest communities of people who are very informed and very invested and really are excited about this project. And I love Chainlink's community because of most crypto communities, they're concerned with the pump. They're concerned with it's a lot of crazy nonsense a lot of times. There's some smart people involved in all communities, of course, but a majority of them, the hype that they get are on the internet, and the presence they have is very, I don't know if I'm going to say childish, but you get what I'm saying. And when I look at the Chainlink community and I really dive in there, it's very informative and they're very serious, and they're not like that. It's almost like Trade House and QC, like, we're not flashing profits. We're not about that, because we understand that's not what actually fosters real growth and creates real understanding. And Chainlink community works the same way. It reminds me of our community, right? And so tokenomics for Chainlink, guys, there's 1 billion total at Link, 400 million is in circulation. Yes, that is a little bit of a red flag. Half of the supply is not in circulation, but the utility value of Chainlink it's insane. Almost every single blockchain needs Chainlink, and you need Link to use Chainlink. So the value of the token is directly tied with the use case of the technology, and the use case of the technology, it's tremendous. It's a layer of crypto and blockchains that without it, crypto and blockchains don't work. Leave it at that. Chainlink, so valuable, so valuable. I love Chainlink. And now, guys, we gotta look at Chainlink technicals. Whoop, I forgot. Oh shit, let's go back. So Chainlink, guys, we called this one out in the chat. Like, wow, Chainlink is right up today to breaking these previous local highs, potentially attacking that all-time high. We were looking at that structure right there, and we got that break of it, right? We got that snipe even last week. Again, another altcoin which you were on the session, you were paying attention. There was a great opportunity to get under 10. I don't think we're going under 10 again for Link. My target for Link is $50. And is it looking good, guys? It is looking good. So, without further ado, I am going to now allow you guys to unmute yourselves. If you have a question, let me know. I don't want to keep muting them. But without further ado, can I get a drum roll, please? What do you guys think it is? What do you guys think it is? What do you think the #1 altcoin I have is? Guys, this one's actually, it's not a trick. It's not a secret. Yup, you already know. Yeah, I already know. Our #1 altcoin for 2021, and my #1 altcoin, potentially even my #1 crypto for the long-term future is Ethereum. You already know. Y'all already know. Geez, seeing Ethereum at $136 billion in a market cap. That is crazy. But comparing it to Bitcoin, and guys, I'm going to present to you something a little bit about Ethereum that might change your perspective on what this is and the potential of it. So we all know about Bitcoin. Most of you have heard about Ethereum. Ethereum is the biggest alt there is. And you're like, damn, top 10 coins, you gave me #2. Like, your #1 coin is the #2 coin? Yes, it is. Because what Ethereum's got going on is insane. Essentially, what Ethereum is, it's a world computer, guys. This is the biggest crypto ecosystem. Ethereum, is a smart contract platform that allows decentralized applications to be built on top of it. Similar, I think you could think of it like an operating software, like Mac, and you can build apps on Mac, right? And so with blockchains and cryptocurrency, a lot of people are calling this Web 3.0 because the applications you can use on crypto and blockchain are obviously insane. You can decentralize everything. Those decentralized everything, those decentralized this, decentralized that, decentralized this, are all being built where? On top of Ethereum. One thing that absolutely blew my freaking mind was that this year, more transactional settlement volume was settled on Ethereum than Bitcoin in 2020. Meaning that more transactions of exchanging value were settled on Ethereum than Bitcoin. Guys, Bitcoin is not going to be the payment network. They decided a long time ago, to make Bitcoin a lot slower and more secure so it can store value. Bitcoin is gold 2.0. Ethereum is the world computer, which I see the future of cryptocurrency being built on. This is where it goes down. It settled more transactional volume than Bitcoin, making it arguably potentially more valuable than Bitcoin. Yes, I meant that. Yes, I'm being serious. Ethereum is a huge deal because it takes Bitcoin and adds all the security, all the awesomeness of crypto, of a secure network, of a free-to-use system, of a decentralized network, and it adds functionality on it. It allows you to build apps. And so Ethereum we are just beginning to see the potential of this project, I think, come to fruition. Really seeing something like DeFi being built on top of it. Just wait until we have the same sort of thing built for NFTs, for gaming things. Like, people who play these games where you like level up, you get the super rare sword. Wait till we have the ecosystem of gaming and NFTs built on Ethereum. We just launched decentralized finance, decentralized gaming, decentralized real estate, decentralized supply chain. All of these things are going to be built on Ethereum. This is the network with the most amount of people, with the most amount of money, with the most amount of adoption. This is where the future of the world in terms of cryptocurrencies and blockchain applications are being built. And what's coming to Ethereum is crazy. They're improving it, right? Right now, Ethereum is plagued because it's slow. And even if sometimes guys might try to exchange some ERC20 tokens, some different things on ETH, you might see transaction fees. I looked the other day, the transaction fee was $30. And that's one of the things that's holding it back from really achieving that status of like it being like a world computer, it being something like the internet, like www, that every single person uses, that everybody's familiar with, that everyone has favorite apps built on, like Facebook. And like Ethereum is a big deal, guys. And especially ETH 2.0, because that promises to solve the problems that ETH is experiencing right now. and increasing the speed, increasing the functionality of ETH. Another major thing to invest with, to note with ETH is that Grayscale, you know, one of the biggest trusts out there for cryptocurrency, bringing in institutional adoption, bringing in people that don't want to buy their coins on Coinbase, and rather have somebody else do the just custodian for them, which is what a lot of institutional investors are going to do. I don't believe big time institutional investors are going to go on Cash App and open up an account and buy Bitcoin there, even though some of them have been doing that on Coinbase. But Grayscale has been saying in the past and has their own Ethereum trust, and they're saying that there is actually a specific demographic of institutional investors that are interested in Ethereum first, Bitcoin second. Because guys, Ethereum is boom, it blows my mind. And so this right here, guys, tokenomics, ETH is used for gas to run the Ethereum network. The Ethereum network is the world computer. It's what we're going to build all the dApps on, right? ETH is required to run it. What is required to run our entire economy today, our entire production of all things that we consume in this capitalist society? What is that commodity that's used to produce them all? It's oil, right? Ethereum, ETH, I think, is digital oil. ETH is digital oil. In order for this new crypto world, this new decentralized applications, this whole world of blockchain to run, you need ETH. ETH is digital oil. I think like Bitcoin's digital gold, ETH is digital oil. It makes sense to me. Hopefully that makes sense to you, right? In the future, we're going to see ETH having staking benefits with 2.0. You're going to be able to stake your Ethereum, earn power, or earn rewards back on it. And ETH has tremendous demand for not just itself, because you're going to be able to stake ETH on ETH, right? In ETH 2.0, is that the whole most of DeFi, most collateral that you need to take a loan on Aave, for example, you need to provide collateral in ETH. So it's not just demand to stake ETH on ETH, there's demand to stake ETH on almost all of the DeFi ecosystems and the entire thing for providing this liquidity and for staking. So there's so much demand, and the majority of Ethereum is locked. It's parked. It's parked in DeFi's. It's even being parked in the new ETH 2.0. A majority of the Ethereum is not tradable. It's being staked in building these dApps, in building this future. So I'm so freaking bullish on Ethereum, guys. I was talking about Ethereum big time earlier this year when we were still at $400, $500, right? Saying that, yo, ETH is lagging. It's going to catch up to Bitcoin. This isn't the all-time high. This is the previous high at 2018. We're right there. We're at $1,200, I believe, right now. Right, the all-time high is $1,400. I see us breaking that. Honestly, looking very soon with that Bitcoin dominance continues to drop, ETH will continue to rise. And I have a price projection of ETH at $5,000. I will sell you guys one of my ETHs at $5,000 if you want one, right? And so with these altcoins, you have to be ready, have that number in your head of where you're ready to sell, right? And ETH, guys, like I said, ETH is so valuable, so bullish. So there you guys go. Oh my God, I gave it away. There you guys go. Those are my altcoins conclusion, guys. Though, disclaimer, the majority of my portfolio is in Bitcoin. Over half of my portfolio is in Bitcoin. However, guys, altcoins, like I said in the beginning of this webinar, they offer tremendous potential, right? When you're investing in altcoins, you should invest in projects that you think have the ability to outperform Bitcoin. If you do not think that they will outperform Bitcoin, there's no point in even buying them in the first place. Because that's the whole point. The whole point of investing in altcoins is to do what? To get more Bitcoin, right? Some of these projects, yes, I will be holding them for long term, but I will definitely be pulling out my initial capital. I will definitely be pulling out some profits. I will be taking advantage of these swings. Yes, I'll be holding some for forever, but I will be taking profit on a big part of these positions to do what? To accumulate more Bitcoin, right? And so, guys, please create an investing plan that fits your needs and includes an exit strategy, because if you're reading that bottom statement, that one fucked me up when I learned about it. Excuse my language. The majority of crypto millionaires from 2017 were actually never even realized, because the majority of these traders that bought these coins that pumped, they never realized their gains. They never sold. They never took profit. And so, yes, 2017 made some people super rich, but it was a mind-blowing fact for me to realize that most of those people that got rich on paper, on the screen, never actually made that into real profit. Because as fast as these things come up, they're going to go down a lot faster, guys. So have your price targets. Be ready to sell those bags because the profits aren't real until you sell the bag, right? So guys, I already gave it away. I can't even leave you on edge, but you guys want some bonus? You guys want some bonus? Drop some sevens in the chat if you want some more value. I got a little bit more value for you guys. Drop some sevens in the chat for some bonus. Because, guys, I told you, I said I was going to do my top 10, right? I said I was going to do my top 10. I only gave you 5 because putting together a list of top 10 was like, it was difficult. And I also realized for an altcoin investor to actually be managing 10 different bags is quite a lot, right? So if you don't have any altcoins, start with Ethereum, potentially looking at those other coins for yourself. Again, dollar cost average, but it's a lot more, it's a lot easier to manage a few bags than like 10 plus, right? So I do have a little bit of bonus for you guys. I do have 2 other projects that I've actually started building a position in myself very recently. I've been talking to a few guys in the community about this. But you guys want some bonus? You guys want some bonus, or are you guys like, you're good? You don't need anything? Or... I'm playing. All right, guys, enough hype, enough build up. My bonus projects that I am looking to invest in that I actually have been building positions in. Guys, I am so bullish on decentralized ecosystems, and I'm bullish on projects that are really building them, that actually have dApps being working on them, right? There are a lot of smart contract platforms, which are decentralized ecosystems, right? Tron is an example. There's a lot of them that are creating ecosystems where they want to create things like what Ethereum's done. Ethereum is the biggest decentralized ecosystem. I'm so bullish on decentralized ecosystems. I also believe that there will be more than one. I don't quite think that big Ethereum is the only ecosystem, right? I think there will be more than one. The market always suits competition, right? And so I'm very bullish on smart contract platforms and just decentralized ecosystems as a whole. But the reason I've been invested primarily in Ethereum, primarily investing in projects built on Ethereum, is because I haven't really yet seen that growth and that adoptions of other decentralized ecosystems. There's been a lot of them have been promised, and a lot of them have even launched, but no other ecosystem has seen the amount of development and growth and participation that Ethereum has. But that being said, I have 2 picks that I'm really keeping my eye on, and that I actually am building positions in myself because of what's going on in the current market circumstances, that I do think that could rival Ethereum, that could potentially build maybe, and I don't think that each one of these systems even necessarily wants to compete with Ethereum, but build complementary decentralized ecosystems that might have niches for something else, right? Ethereum niche of their ecosystem is definitely DeFi. Perhaps one of these ecosystems build another niche for a different market like gaming, like real estate, like supply chain that allows it to have tremendous value, right? And so those projects are, first one, where's my Cardano fam at? Y'all are lit. So many people have been telling me about Cardano for a long time. And I've always been a fan. I've always been a fan of Cardano. I love the way this project has been produced, how this project has been developed. So if first time hearing about Cardano, this one does have a high market cap of 10 billion here. This is their moniker to fame is blockchain 3.0. They say we've seen what they did with Bitcoin, we've seen what they did with Ethereum. We're gonna do it better. Actually, one of the former creators of Ethereum, Charles Hoskinson, is the creator of Cardano. And so the way that they approach building a decentralized ecosystem, building this framework and this foundation for the Web 3.0 to be built on is they're going about it in an academic approach. So everything they do is created through peer-reviewed process. And so they're very diligent. Unfortunately, that makes them slower in their development, but it makes their development a lot more robust and has a lot less potential of failing versus what a lot of cryptocurrency and what a lot of the market's doing is just like throwing things out, seeing if they break and then relaunching them and just kind of like a Wild West. That happens a lot in DeFi. They are definitely taking the approach of let's just go slow and make it steady and make it grow, make sure it works, right? And so I see them definitely as a potential disruptor of Ethereum. Their fundamentals are strong. Their community is lit. Where my Cardano people at? Yeah, I know Peter is his favorite, right? Because there's a lot of people that are very excited about Cardano and very informed. Again, this is a community that I love just being a part of in the forums and reading and learning from. And the big thing with Cardano this year is this smart contracts. They are finally launching their smart contracts, which means in my eyes, they are finally actually putting themselves in a position to be able to compete with Ethereum, not just to be a token that people speculate could, compete with Ethereum, but actually launching the technology and actually incentivizing and bringing developers, creating dApps, making the movement, making it happen, that actually puts them in a position to compete with Ethereum. I really, really do think that has potential. Awesome. Mike copped it at 2 cents. Yeah, y'all got some fucking heavy bags in Ethereum at Cardano. It was consolidating for a minute down there, and a couple pennies. We're at 30 cents today. Tokenomics, we have 45 billion max supply, 31 billion already circulating. Cardano will be used for staking, and again, Cardano has utility value, and the more people use Cardano, the more it becomes valuable. And like I said, I see Cardano as potential to disrupt Ethereum. So keep an eye out for Cardano. My second pick of a ecosystem that could challenge some of Ethereum's dominance, could potentially complement it, could build its own crazy new ecosystem. Oh, yes, we got to look at Cardano weekly analysis. I do that sometimes. But yeah, look at this accumulation, guys. Look at this accumulation from 2019 and 2020, ranging there from 10 cents to 2.5 cents. You get that smart money, Wyckoff, what do you want to call it, the manipulation that happened all across the board this year in March and spring, gets the lows, and we've been rallying ever since. This structure is so bullish. I would love it to come back to 10 cents. Will it? I don't know. Like I said, I've been dollar cost averaging into the Cardano for a little bit now, building my positions. I've been mostly focused on Ethereum, guys, totally transparent. But like I said, Cardano smart contracts coming out this year, huge, huge potential, huge potential. We hit a couple bucks in the past. I don't see why we wouldn't be. I think we almost got to $1 or a little dollar and some change. So $5 is my target. And my last project, guys, my last potential project that I'm looking at is Polkadot. Ooh, I like Polkadot. Polkadot is one of those projects. Full transparency, I have been building a position into Cardano. I have not built a position into Polkadot yet. I'm still doing some more of my research. This is definitely a speculation analysis, right? Because they don't have really the things launched like Ethereum does or like Cardano's about to, that really gives you that understanding, okay, like this is technology that works, but nevertheless, the excitement and the hype is there. And marketing and excitement and sentimental analysis in crypto is important. If people think it has value, it's going to have value, regardless of what it really has, right? Dogecoin, prime example. XRP, another example. So this technology is promised not only to be scalable and secure, solving a lot of the problems with current decentralized ecosystems, but it also really is seeking to be interoperable. That's the biggest thing, is that it's going to be able to make all these different chains interoperable with each other. This was the darling of 2020. This was the thing that came onto the scene. There's been some projects being in incubation and funding stage being built on Polkadot already. So there's a lot of potential and a lot of excitement with this project. I am buying into it, guys. I am. I like where this project is going. And like I said, I think I'm just so bullish on decentralized ecosystems. I think investing in projects like Cardano and Polkadot are very, very advantageous and can be very rewarding, because not just that those systems are so valuable, but there can potentially be things built on top of them that are very valuable. And Polkadot and Cardano will capture that value of the things built on top of it, similarly to how Ethereum's value is derived a lot from the applications built on top of it. So having a place where people can build things on, it's not even that thing is so lit, it's that the potential for things to be built on it. And yes, these things are lit, because there are other smart contract ecosystems out there that I didn't include, but these two are my favorites. If there were be some people that could get up there doing what Ethereum's doing, making headway in that space, these would be my projects, right? And so it's going to be interesting to watch for the development of this platform. And of course, DOT is used for staking, governance, and bonding. And again, the DOT demand right now is very speculative in nature, but the economics model, and given adoption, DOT will be in demand. Right. So that is the DOT chart right there. We saw a pump right here this last couple of weeks. You had such a long opportunity to dollar cost average in a DOT at $5. I did not myself, but breaking up to 10, looks like we're going to go even higher to 25. That's my final price target. Again, this would be a project to watch with its development and actual releasing of its technology and its network. So guys, that is the end for me. Reminder, hodl on, familia. Hodl on. There are dips. Crypto is crazy. You can never really expect or predict the price of things. At the end of the day, the market's going to do what the market wants to do. So I appreciate all the love in the chat. I appreciate the sevens. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys got put onto a project. You're like, damn, that is lit. I'm going to go research that. Maybe start thinking about investing yourself. So guys, you got it there. Those are my top altcoin projects for 2021. Cryptocurrencies on the ways. We're going all the way up. We're going to the freaking moon. It's already done. I'm all in. I don't know what you guys, but you guys already know. Buy Bitcoin, short the banks. Peace out, fam.